Good afternoon to all. It is very well said that work and you'll get what you need. Work harder and you'll get what you want. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, then you have to work extraordinarily. This is the same with JEE aspirants. I am Jash Patel, a final year student from Computer Science Engineering and also the General Secretary Student Senate. Welcome you all to the Open House 2021. When it's said that JEE Advanced is one of the toughest exams in the world, it's not only because of the difficulty level of the papers, but also due to the huge relative competition from lakhs of candidates. So, on behalf of IIT Jodhpur, I once again congratulate you all, the students who have cleared JEE Advanced. Now, I would like to call upon Khyati for the further.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Khyati, a pre final year student and Vice President of Board of Hostel Affairs, pursuing BTech in Bioengineering. IIT Jodhpur congratulates all the students for clearing JEE Advance and welcomes you all to the Open House Session 2021. The program selection process, due to wide range of choices available, is very much confusing and tedious. The choices that students make play a major role in determining their career paths. The open house aims at helping students and their parents in understanding the various aspects of undergraduate courses and future scope in the branches that IIT Jodhpur offers, and therefore helping in making the most appropriate choice. IIT Jodhpur offers undergraduate courses in 8 programs: computer science engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, bioengineering, civil and infrastructure engineering, materials engineering, artificial intelligence and data science, and chemical engineering. IIT Jodhpur provides opportunity to explore many things through various clubs by participating in various activities and fests that are organized by the institute. Now, to showcase the beautiful campus of IIT Jodhpur and the academic activities that take place in our institute, here is a short film: IIT Jodhpur, a pearl in the desert.
Now, we'll move on to the address by our director, Shantanu Chaudhary. Professor Chaudhary is a distinguished alumnus of IIT Kharagpur. He has been a faculty member at the Department of Electrical Engineering at IIT Delhi. He has also served as Dean Undergraduate Studies at IIT Delhi. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please post them in the Q&A section. I now invite Professor Chaudhary to address the audience.
Thank you, Yash. Let me just share my screen and start. First, let me welcome you for a possible destination of IIT Jodhpur. Jodhpur is a very interesting and beautiful city, and in fact, you have seen this short film on IIT Jodhpur, which brings out beauty of the campus. But city is also equally beautiful. There is a panoramic view of the city, and if you join IIT Jodhpur, I think I can guarantee you that you will fall in love with Jodhpur. And that's what the attraction of Jodhpur is. We are, just Jash had congratulated all of you. It's again congratulations because you have qualified through JE Advance. It's lots of hard work and innate intelligence. And also in the challenge of pandemic, I think the exam was delayed, but it's a new beginning. And we have met here to welcome you to IIT Jodhpur if you choose IIT Jodhpur as a possible destination. And we are trying to talk about what you can expect at IIT Jodhpur. First question is why you have joined IIT Jodhpur, or why will you join IIT Jodhpur or any IIT for that matter? Good jobs, lots of money, or doing something different? Scientific discovery, new technology, becoming innovator, entrepreneur, unicorn creator. I think today the whole world is changing towards a second category of opportunities or career for IIT students. And IIT Jodhpur is committed towards these goals of a career of a student. And therefore, if you want to come to IIT Jodhpur, you be ready to get into an adventure of a new career and charting out a path of your own. So therefore, what we say, our UG academics, the new curriculum, actually makes engineers of tomorrow, which is very, very important. Because today, when you are joining for your BTech program, you will be graduating 4 years down the line. The world would change. And therefore, the curriculum or the institution that you choose, please be sure that institute has oriented its curriculum to produce engineers of tomorrow. And why that issue of engineers of tomorrow comes in when we are talking about this 2021 admission? Because IITs have been there. In fact, I'm a product of oldest IIT, which is almost 70 years and beyond. Most of the older IITs are 60 years. IIT has been there for years altogether. Is there anything different which is happening right now? The answer is yes. There are exponential changes in technology and society. And I think you have experienced that when the pandemic was all around. A very simple example. The time taken for getting a vaccine onto the actual patients, actual population for prevention of a disease, normal cycle is about 5 to 6 years. And the proof for exponential change is that for COVID vaccine came into existence within less than a year. So there are lots of technology elements which actually accelerating changes in the profile of technologies and its implications on the society. I think all of you have heard about AI, data science coming in. There are programs of AI and data science which was not there 3 years back. You have heard about quantum. You have studied in class 12 quantum mechanics, but you must have seen that quantum technology is coming in and becoming a practical reality. I have already given an example of how the bioscience is changing, how the material science is changing. Even civil engineering is no longer a traditional engineering discipline of creating buildings. There's a major change in all these engineering streams as well as the industries which are based on those technologies. And as engineering is not anything isolated from the society, the exponential changes are also evident in the social sphere, social as well as economic sphere. So you have to be prepared for future. And how can you get prepared for future? Now, this is as teachers, in fact, who have been involved in the profession for more than 30 years, and based on their thinking, understanding, what we have designed a curriculum at IIT Jodhpur, which has got these very critical features. Strong fundamentals, because we start with the fundamentals and we believe that you need to have a strong fundamentals and in-depth knowledge in the area in which you want to focus. But along with that, you will get an opportunity to have interdisciplinary skills. Now try to understand through a simple example. You might be doing material science today, but today materials are designed through simulations in computer. And while designing materials, it becomes essential to use AI techniques. This is what is interdisciplinarity of today's technology. So you have heard about materials. There are so many different kinds of materials you see around. Say, for example, polymers, LEDs, uh, and there are, and you just name it and you see them all around. And any kind of applications requires new generation of materials. And there, the technology which are coming in is completely different. I have not talked about computer science per se. I'm talking about how the different things changes. But even computer science today, if you are trying to get into computer science, now without getting exposed to possibly signal processing techniques, which traditionally is part of electrical engineering, many applications of computer science are not possible. And if you talk in terms of quantum computing, without physics, quantum computing has no meaning. Now, this is the intermingling of different subjects which actually building the foundation of future technology. That's exactly our curriculum offers, and this is the distinctive character of IIT Jodhpur's curriculum. And what the whole approach enables you, in fact, the way the courses are conducted, the target is to build the capability for identifying problems and not solving problems when the problems belong to somebody else. This is something very, very important for future engineers. You need to have the inherent ability to spot problems and solve them. And if you can spot problems and solve them before anybody else, then you can advance the technology substantially. And that's what is expected from an IIT graduate. And how can you solve problems if you don't have imaginations and creativity? These things are very, very fundamentals, and we encourage the process of imagination, creativity, free thinking, out of box thinking, starting from the first year itself. And once you can do that, you also pick up the foundational principles, and those foundational principles enables you to be in the journey of lifelong learning. Why lifelong learning is important? Because as I have stated that there are exponential changes. Vaccine is coming in 1 year because of computational biology coming in a big way and enabling vaccine discovery using computers. So somebody who is working in bioscience has to know computer science today. When he studied bioscience, today's bioscience scientists, when they studied biology or basic degrees, they were possibly not exposed to computer in that way because computer was not used. Computer science, AI were not being used in that way at that point of time. But today, any professional who is in the field needs to know that. And in fact, that exponential changes of technology requires you to learn new things. And BTech is just a starting point. It's a foundation. It's not the end of learning. And if you have all of these abilities together, then you'll be innovators, entrepreneurs. And what does innovators and entrepreneurship means? It's not always that you go and start a company or a business venture on your own. Innovators or entrepreneurs mean that you have the ability to do something new but valuable in any functional role. That means you can think differently, you can spot problems, you can solve problems to bring in value, and hence you are an innovator in whatever profession, whatever role you join. And that's exactly the character and the feature of an IIT graduate. And that you must always remember. And what IIT Jodhpur offers you, a considered, well designed curriculum enabling you to achieve this basic fundamental goal. There are programs which we already talked about: computer science and engineering, electrical engineering, bioengineering, mechanical engineering, AI and data science, materials engineering, chemical engineering, civil and infrastructure engineering. Now, what are these engineerings all about? Computer science, you know everything what is to be done with computers and how to use computers for many of the practical problems. So if you are interested in computers, computing, programming, computer science should be a choice. You should not be always guided by the rank. Try to see where is your inherent interest. Electrical engineering is not just about machines, but everything. Say, for example, the mobile phone that you're using, the technology that goes into the mobile phone is part of electrical engineering. So therefore, it's very important to understand electrical engineering in a complete perspective. Okay, what is bioengineering? Bioengineering is not biology. I know some of you thinking that I have left biology, I have not done biology in 11 and 12. How can I join bioengineering? Bioengineering is not biology. It goes beyond biology in the sense that any biological system is a perfect example of an engineered system. Your brain is, in terms of energy, most efficient machine. Now, bioengineers will look at biological systems as engineering systems. So therefore, even if you have not studied biology, you have studied physics, chemistry, mathematics. Using those as fundamental tools, you would be learning about biological systems as engineering systems. Mechanical engineers are supposed to deal with uh, mechanical systems, deal with energy production, deal with thermal sciences, automobiles, mechatronics, any mechanical system which is there, a mechanical engineer is involved in it. AI and data science is today's buzzword of artificial intelligence. And it's not just buzzword, it's also a technology which is touching all spheres of life, not just different aspects of engineering, but all spheres of life. Materials engineering is all about designing new materials, and new materials can be, or also at the same time, how to actually extract materials from minerals. Chemical engineering is in terms of all kinds of chemical products. And the most common chemical products all of you know about are basically maybe your cosmetics is one example, petroleum products, and the very major economically significant product space for chemical engineers. And finally, civil and infrastructure engineering. In fact, it is not just civil, but also infrastructure. And infrastructure means today's infrastructure is power infrastructure. Today's infrastructure is communication infrastructure. Your infrastructure includes, which was traditionally also part of civil engineering, that of maybe water supply on and all other utilities. And on top of that, the whole construction technology, which provides you the basic facilities or infrastructure all around. In fact, the way the infrastructure today influences our life and growth, it's very critical for you to look at these with a newer perspective and in the context of newer technologies. So now there are these seats available. In fact, it's about 490 seats today is available to you and for you to opt for it and get into. But these programs are not just electrical engineering program, computer science program, or material science programs, but there are programs into the programs. And so you can do opportunities, many opportunities to do things as part of doing this program you have not possibly dreamt about initially. So first thing is, as we said, that we provide opportunity to go deeper into various focus areas on the basis of fundamentals. So the question is, are you passionate about the department which you have chosen? May not be right at this point, but once you finish your first year or you have finished your second years, you know more about this department, then you feel passionate. And so you'll have huge opportunity to work. In fact, we are providing possibilities of spending 6 months in an industry or an R&D lab. You can get into a hands-on entrepreneurship training in which you will be also trying to develop some product to become an entrepreneur. As well as you can opt for dual degree. At the fourth year level, you can opt to spend one additional year and get an MTech. So all this, so therefore, what I'm trying to stress upon the fact that you join your BTech program, but a BTech program built into it has lots of opportunities. And this is a few examples that you can get into specific topics of the departments and specialization. You can do additional credits to do specialization into it. So for example, you can join electrical engineering and decide to do specialization in, say, communication engineering, modern communication engineering, say 5G. I think all of you have heard about 5G. So joining electrical engineering at the third year level, you can opt to get into deeper aspects of 5G as a technology. Okay, so these are basically opportunities and options in the existing programs. So now, if you are interested in new capability beyond the department that what you have chosen, say for example, you have gone into or mechanical engineering, but you can do a BTech in mechanical engineering and a minor degree in artificial intelligence, and both of them will be there mentioned in your final BTech degree. At the same time, you can do a minor, you can be a graduate in material science with a minor degree in management. Similar thing with a minor degree in can be even in entrepreneurship. And there are a number of interdisciplinary specializations which are across departments like robotics and mobility, smart healthcare, because the digital health mission in India is a major initiative which has been launched in recent times. And smart healthcare actually will give an exposure to those kinds of uh, technologies on which healthcare industry is flourishing today. And 5-year options in the dual degree, it's not only MTech, but 5 years is, you can also do a BTech plus MBA. And you can do a various interesting combinations. For example, if you may join BTech in bioengineering. You may choose minor in AI to start with, and then decide to continue for the 5th year to get an MTech in AI. So you basically go out with a BTech in bioengineering and MTech in artificial intelligence and data science. In artificial intelligence. Similar thing, if you can join a BTech in chemical engineering and you can do an MTech in data and computational science. So these kind of very interesting combinations are possible. And this is what I was telling, that where the exponential, multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary technologies are defining the future of technology path. In fact, bioengineering and AI, why I gave this example is I already started with the example where vaccine discovery was facilitated by AI. And so these kind of combinations is what IIT Jodhpur is offering, and which is absolutely unique. And that's what is you should get attracted to this institute. And the identifying problems rather than just solving problems. I think this is something which I've stressed upon. You have to understand that. And how we have brought in that, we have introduced from the first year itself what is called a design course, engineering design course, where you will actually work in a group. And that group may be engineers of different disciplines altogether, that is students who have joined different disciplines altogether with a faculty team from different disciplines. You will identify a problem of your own, and you may pick up the problem from your environment, okay, and work to solve this problem. And you may continue this project through your entire BTech to come up with an engineering solution of a problem that you have spotted at your first year. And that problem that you spot can be uh, from your immediate environment, from some experience you had earlier. And this is what gives you an exercise in spotting problems. See, this is, I'm stressing repeatedly. Tomorrow you have to know or spot a problem to go before others. You cannot solve somebody else's problem. If somebody else is identifying problems for you, then you are a follower and you are not a leader. So exercise in identifying problem is something we strongly believe in, and that's why it was introduced as part of first year itself. And course has a core component, tools and technologies for new age ventures, machine learning, Internet of Things, signals and systems, software skills. All these are part of your core courses. So engineering design and innovation is a process of applying various techniques and scientific processes for the purpose of defining a device, process, or solution to a problem which you need to do. And design and innovation can be simple or complex, but this is exactly what you will be involved in doing it. And this is where the creativity comes in, and creativity is in the backbone of the design process. So you need to go through an exercise of creativity. In many cases, you have gone through a very structured coaching to get into IIT, a very structured coaching to solve problems at advanced JEE. But free thinking is something very, very important. And free thinking is essential for creativity and imagination. And in your first year, we have created enough rooms and options for you to get into this creativity journey. In fact, you can actually have an example I've given for design course, but otherwise also you can get into creative arts, you can get into sports, and you can get into what is called social connect, by which you actually work with the society directly, solving some of their problems. So you are actually moving out of your closed world of preparing for JEE to the outside world as an engineer. And that's what IIT Jodhpur takes you into a journey of becoming a mature engineer for the future world. So what do we say? That courage to create, courage to imagine, and that's exactly fundamentally important for creativity coupled with scientific principles can lead to new innovations. And much of engineering to do with creativity, it is actually the creativity which makes today's engineers different. And that is what we are looking at. Don't we need more creator than the workforce for developed nations? This is something very, very important. We want creators in India. If we really believe in Atmanirbhar Bharat, we have to have this creativity. We have to have the ability to do things and be innovate and not follow others. And IIT Jodhpur strongly believes it in and would like to motivate you who will be joining IIT Jodhpur. There is also another option of BTech in engineering science, in which you can even design your own program. You can change into BTech Engineering Science at the end of first year, and then under supervision of the faculty, you design your academic program. Okay, and it can be actually combination of different disciplines, including liberal arts. So, for example, you can do a combination of computer science and computational economics, or even you can do a combination of material science and AI. So these kind of combinations are possible if you intend to do that by opting for engineering science at the end of uh, first year and designing the curriculum under supervision of a faculty mentor. And these are individualistic curricula. So the interesting point is, therefore, if you see, there are so many opportunities are available to you to design your curriculum responding to the industrial trends as well as research trends. Branch change, we are pretty liberal. And in fact, 50% of applied students have got branch change in 2020. And students with CGPA more than 9 can go to any branch of his wish. And you get twice the opportunity of changing branch. This is also not there in any other IIT. At the end of first year, for all who are eligible, and at the end of second year, if you have chosen a double BTech, BTech in engineering science and BTech with any of the other programs, then you have a chance to do a branching. That means you can change the engineering program that you have chosen or you are in at the entry point. Because first 2 years is a common for engineering science degree. And so the second year you'll be doing common courses as you have opted for engineering science. And so you get another chance to a branch change at the end of second year. Now, therefore, you get 2 chances to change your branch and make a choice of your own, the branch which you prefer, but what we have possibly imagined right from the beginning. And on top of that, you can design your own BTech program. So these are some of the very interesting features. This is, I was talking about the social connect, and through social connect, students have done so many things, moved around, visited a different interests of Jodhpur, and worked with local community of different problems. This is sports and arts. More of these will follow. I won't get into these more, but these are part of your first year courses. You can take them up as a course, as a formal hobby, and you will get opportunity to pursue them. The same thing is true for sports. See, because of COVID, we plan to have, we are now having blended classes. And we would like to have you in the campus in batches, not everyone at one go, because you have to make sure that you have vaccines, you are in a initial isolation before you really get into the hostel. So there is a COVID protocol which we are following, and we plan to follow that COVID protocol even for you in the first year, because maybe you are coming out of the house for the first time in the external world. So healthcare agenda, we have very isolation blocks for the students. In case when they're joining, they have regular testing facility on campus. There's a super isolation facility if someone is unfortunately detected positive, with on-phone monitoring and close association with AIIMS Jodhpur for all medical problems. So I think this healthcare agenda is also important, because we are just possibly moving out of pandemic, but we are not completely out of it. So you should be conscious that which IIT is providing you a kind of a comprehensive safety net or not. We have planned it out in this way. And so to end, I would like to just talk about what is the value of IIT Jodhpur education. Whatever I have talked about, I'm just summarizing in this 10 sentence, that IIT Jodhpur is committed to deliver a future-focused academic experience to our undergraduate students who are expected to be critical thinkers, innovators, and future leaders of technology. And and this whole thing is being done with the help of a contemporary and highly professional curriculum, which provides opportunities for multidisciplinary exploration of engineering problems in teams. This is what I have talked about, with sustainability in focus, because there are lots of activities where students are involved in the campus, for greening the campus, for water conservation, for assessment of carbon footprints, for power optimizations. So this sustainability has been now built into our activities in the campus and also student activities. So everything put together, we provide a wholesome education for taking up engineering as a future profession. You can be a functioning in an industry, you can be a researcher, you can be an innovator. So for all these roles, what we fundamentally stated that we would like our students to be true innovators and entrepreneurs in all the space of life. Campus is beautiful, and this creativity can only come up when there is beauty in the environment. We have a beautiful campus, and welcome to this campus. And we are looking forward to you. We hope you will prefer IIT Jodhpur and join us. Thank you. If there are any questions, I shall be happy to answer.
Thank you, Professor Chaudhary. We'll now be taking up questions. To answer them, we have a team of panelists along with the director sir himself. The team comprises of Dr. Samanvita Pal, Associate Dean Students, Dr. Suril Shah, Associate Dean Academics UG, Dr. Indranil Banerjee, Associate Dean Hostel Affairs, and also Dr. Kaushal Desai, Associate Dean International Relations and Outreach. Moving on to the questions part, we have the first question, and here it goes as: are there provisions for double majors for BTech? Furthermore, could you elaborate on the same?
Shall I answer? Or Suril will answer? Okay, so I'm just going ahead. Double major, you have a provision, we have a provision for double major. What we say is that at the end of first year, you can make a choice for BTech in engineering science, along with a BTech in the discipline that we have joined. So that means you can be BTech in material science plus BTech in engineering science. Similarly, you can be BTech in computer science plus BTech in engineering science. This is a double major option that we are offering at the end of first year, and the student can make a choice, opt for it based on the CGPA and other criteria. I hope it answers the
Now
question.
we have the next question. What lays ahead in the future after pursuing a BTech in AI and data science? What could be the possibilities in higher studies, including MTech, after pursuing the said course?
Is it okay? So if you look into it, that globally, all institutions in India and abroad, they have very strong program in AI and data science, postgraduate programs in AI and data science across the world. Even IIT Jodhpur has an MTech in AI. We have an MTech in data science, data and computational science. Even we have integrated MTech PhD program in AI and integrated PhD program in data MTech and PhD in data science, data and computational science. So the major funding today globally is coming into this space. In fact, the Technology Innovation Hub that we have set up at IIT Jodhpur, funded by DST, its focus is computer vision. Computer vision is one aspect of AI, which is how computer can have the ability of seeing the world, understanding the visual world, the visual capability. It's a very core problem of AI. At the same time, of augmented reality and virtual reality is an extension of that whole stuff into what is called human-computer interface. So there is a huge funding which is coming into these areas. So if you talk in terms of the future studies potential, it's one of the hottest areas in which you can expect to get funding globally. If you look at industry, almost all industries, not only typical software industry, but other industries are also moving into AI applications. And there are two kinds of AI roles in industry. One role is that of AI developer, AI designer, and another is AI user. If you have done a BTech in AI and data science, your effective role would be as a developer, as an innovator in the space of AI. And if you're doing AI possibly as a minor area in the context of another basic degree that you have done, there your role will be more that of an AI user in the targeted discipline that you have chosen. And in both the cases, there are industries are actually moving in that space in a big way. So therefore, AI and data science, in whatever way you do it, there are huge career opportunities in industry, in research, as well as if you want to move into startup space, become innovators, entrepreneurs, so on and so forth.
Thank you, sir. The next question is about the internship opportunities. It says like, could you throw some light on internship opportunities present in campus, in particular for CSE branch?
Josh, could you please confirm if I'm audible and I'm visible? This is Anush this side.
Yeah, you're audible and visible.
Okay, perfect. So first of all, a big congratulations to all the participants, to them and their family members for cracking the exam, and welcome to the open house session at IIT Jodhpur. My name is Anuj Kapoor. I'm a faculty at IIT Jodhpur, and I'm currently also the faculty in charge for the career development cell. Now, in terms of the question which has been asked, which is internship opportunities present in campus. So I think as we've already discussed is we strive to get some of the best companies on campus, be it the summer internships or the final placements. We've had over 40 companies who have shown interest and hired students as far as summer internships are concerned. We've also asked in terms of the statistics and the leading recruiters. So we have, for this year, we have around 35 PPOs that have been offered, which culminated as part of the internships. Some of the companies, naming few because the process is still ongoing, being Amazon, DE Shaw, Microsoft, Morgan Stanley, Adobe, Wipro. These are some of the companies who have hired as far as interns or the final placements are concerned. That is the first part. And the second part in terms of the statistics is the students have grabbed, and which proves a lot about the mettle of the students, the faculty and the course specifically, which we've talked about. The students have got an offer and backed an offer of about 1.5 lakhs per month as a stipend with regards to the internship specifically that you've asked for. I hope that answers the question.
Thanks a lot, sir. Our next question is, could you please brief upon the leading research initiatives that are undertaken by IIT Jodhpur?
Who will? So is there Dean R&D is there? Okay, let me just take this question. So the question is major research initiatives. Now, see, one of the things that we have already stated, in fact, while answering another question, is that the DST, the Department of Science and Technology, has funded a program at IIT Jodhpur on computer vision and augmented reality and virtual reality with a financial outlay of about 115 crores. So it's a very major research program that is going on at IIT Jodhpur. There are other major programs as well. So there are programs, there are research activities happening in almost all the departments with different focus areas. Say, for example, in mechanical engineering, there is a technology development in terms of a drone, the basic core controller of the drone, a vision-based controller of drone, which has been developed, and the controller is completely indigenous, and this possibly the only indigenous this controller for the drones which is in use right now, and it has been also technology has been given to defense organization. Then even mechanical engineering department, they work on thermoelectric effects in terms of energy management. Then if you look at electrical engineering has got focus areas are, one is cyber physical systems, another is sensors and IoT. Also, there are communications and power systems. In the area of in computer science, we have already given computer vision, but also there are work which goes on the area of these theoretical computer science. In fact, there is a focus also on cloud computing. There's a focus on these hardware designs. Then if we look at civil engineering, so for example, so one area of civil engineering people are working on is that of what is called smart infrastructure. That means there are say a very simple example is if there is a flyover or a bridge, and I need to be sure about the stability of it, its lifeline of the bridge, and those assessments requires use of various sensors and measurements and algorithms to analyze its real-time reliability. So these are some of the new areas, as well as the transportation problem. Transportation planning is what is being looked at. In the area of bioscience, therapeutics that is drug design as well as diagnosis processes for cancer, for rare genetic diseases, also various aspects of genomics, as well as biotechnology. In fact, in terms of usage of wastewater for power generation, those are the different kinds of problems which are happening in bioengineering. In material science, an interesting work which has happened is department has actually developed a material which can be applied as a coating on, say, solar cell, or even in the camera lens, in front of camera lens for endoscope, where this deposition of any moisture or liquid can be avoided. So if you put the layer so that for the camera, there won't be any moisture deposition on the lens. If you put that layer on that a variant of that material on the solar panel, then we can avoid deposition of dust. So there are a variety of such research projects which are going on, and a number of technology transfers has happened. In fact, one startup is particularly focusing on a novel method of making environment virus free, and that's also a research outcome of the research effort in the physics department. I think I've just tried to give a very brief, simplified picture of the research initiatives at IIT Jodhpur.
Thank you, sir. Another question focuses about the exchange programs. The question goes as, does IITJ have student exchange programs with international universities? And are there any department-related opportunities as well?
So there are some of the universities with which we have MOU, and we also have a very clear-cut these credit transfer protocols. So it's completely depends on the interest and the opportunities that come up during the summer break. And based on that, there can be exchanges of the students with universities in Australia, Canada, and France. I think that's briefly the answer.
Thanks a lot, sir. The next question goes again for research in higher education scope and culture at IIT Jodhpur. Can you please throw some light about the higher education scope and cultures followed at IIT Jodhpur?
So I've already said that we have a pretty strong research initiatives in different areas. In fact, if you look into our website, there are lots of research activities which have been described over there, and also the awards that faculty has got. So it's a very strong culture for higher education and research. And I have already given examples of the kind of projects which are going on. We have fellows of IEEE in this. We have Bhatnagar awardees. We have fellows of multiple these Academy of Engineering, Academy of Sciences, Young Scientist awardees. So all these are laurels, and laurels people have got on the basis of research and research in the institute. So this is a very clear-cut indication of the fact that that the research culture which is there, and we run about, if I remember correctly, about 60 postgraduate programs in different disciplines and specializations. We run a unique program in medical technology, which is primarily an innovation-driven program, jointly with AIIMS Jodhpur, and this is the only program in the country where an IIT and AIIMS have joined hands together and runs a master's and a PhD program, where the target is to have the graduating students moving into startup and having their own products in the healthcare. Because healthcare is a very important and significant emerging industry, and therefore that research and technology development. Today, let me just explain one thing to whoever is asking is, you have to understand something, that there is a discovery. That is, when you do academic research, you come up with some results, some knowledge. And when that knowledge gets converted into money, that's what is innovation. So IIT Jodhpur looks at the complete pipeline as a whole. And there are a number of schemes which actually facilitates movement of the students starting from entry to an academic program to come out as an entrepreneur, and in the process adding value to the innovation that is doing. And that's exactly where the today's world is moving, and that's what defines the agenda of higher education and research in IIT Jodhpur. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think there is one more question that is inclined towards Dr. Anuj Kapoor. It says that, are there opportunities to pursue internships at foreign universities? So, uh,
Well, right. Now, to answer that question, if you look at the internships generally in foreign universities, there are a couple of factors that are important. One is, of course, the duration that we're looking at. Now, if the student goes on an exchange program, and as part of the exchange program, there is an internship opportunity that is offered, I think that's the one possible opportunities. But usually what we have seen, or it's a project that usually students go on. But otherwise, more or less, the opportunities that are offered as far as the internships are concerned are within organizations in India itself. But as I said, there are cases wherein the students might opt in for an exchange program and quite possible go in for a life project or an internship opportunities even outside India. Does that answer the question, Josh? Does that answer it?
yes, I think so, because like if there is any more information needed, then you can also type in the Q&A for further clarification, probably.
Yes, if there is any specific question, I'll just type in my email ID. Anyone, please feel free to write. I'll be more than happy to answer. If you've got any questions with regards to the internships or the final placements, me, Dr. Desai, and the entire CDC team will be more than happy to answer. I'll just type in the email ID. Feel free to drop in your questions. I've just typed in the chat box.
Okay, I think there is. We'll take this last question, which says that I think it's directed to associate in academics. Like, it asks about the statistics. how many students got opportunity to change their branch in year 2020?
Yes, first of all, congratulations to all. As far as IIT Jodhpur is concerned, we have very liberal branch change policy, and I'm glad to tell that 48 students out of 450 students got branch change, which is more than 10% students who joined BTech program could change their branch. And around 20 students could get into computer science engineering from various branches, starting from material, chemical, bioengineering, civil infrastructure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, seeing no further questions, I would like to again call upon our director, sir, to have the closing remark for today's open house.
Thanks, Yash. I think we had interesting discussions on different aspects. And what I want to stress upon the fact that what I stated in my talk, that there are opportunities galore at IIT Jodhpur. And the curriculum is having components which enable a student to grow intellectually, to mature as an individual, and to graduate as a technocrat for future. I think this is the most important aspect of the programs that IIT Jodhpur offer. And I hope that would be attractive and people would join. Thank you.
Okay, with this, we'll be ending up today's open house session. If anyone has any further queries or wishes to know more about IIT Jodhpur or its programs, then you can visit IIT Jodhpur's website, iitj.ac.in, or there are contact numbers and contact emails available on the website as well. If you wish to know further, then you can call or email on that specific numbers. And once again, I'll like to congratulate and thank you for your time. Thank you all.